can allow Mr. Hunt to talk to us too. So, Jason?
Good evening. Yeah, it's just two small buildings, a 40 by 90 and a 10 by 100. And of course, like you see the 20 feet, I mean, it's pretty much just going to be one way around through there. And I mean, there's plenty of room in between those buildings everywhere else for people to access and things like that. Any questions you guys have for me on the request for this variance? You have anything, Tommy?
No.
Okay, so we'll put a pin in that for now, Jason. We'll now see if there's any public comment. We're going to allow Mr. Hunt to address us.
Okay.
And then we'll close the public hearing and we'll get into our deliberations. And if we have questions, we'll ask you.
All right, appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, Jason.
At this time, we'll call for any public comment. No public comment.
Close the public hearing.
We'll close the public hearing and reopen the BZA meeting.
All right, John, if you would.
Okay, so what I got here in between these two buildings is not a 26-foot, it's a 30-foot, because I don't have any drawings that have been submitted for the building permit side. So I have to assume the greater evil here, and I have to assume that there's storage units on this end. I guess that'd be the west end of that building. And then, of course, really the only place you could have doors would be on this side and maybe on the ends, I don't know. So it's really a 30-foot opening that needs to be there, and we kind of need it after talking with the fire chief about it. We're not sure if this is supposed to be driveway access through here, but 10 foot is not enough to have fire apparatus back there. So the only feasible way to get to the back side of this building would be from this corner, and 10 foot's just not enough to get a 70,000 pound tanker truck in there. So we need as much room as possible, and it'd be fairly easy to get. You know, we could cut, I don't know how big these individual units are. Like I said, this is all I got, and I got this from Tommy, so I don't know what the storage units look like themselves, but maybe cut one or two units off the end or something, and that would make everything work.
Why would you not access it from the front to the right?
You're talking about from here?
Mm-hmm. Take it right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they had to get to the back side of this building for anything, you would come in through here. You couldn't drive the truck around that way because the fire chief says 10 foot is nowhere near enough to pull an apparatus through there.
Between the other two buildings, it's 20 foot.
Right. Well, that's what he's got marked on there, but what we have in our ordinance is a 30 foot.
26?
30.
It's 26.
30.
So,
and I say that because I have to, like I said, I have to assume that on the west end of this building here has doors on it. Like I said, I don't have anything from a building planning perspective with drawings or anything, but I would have to assume that there's storage units on this end.
Is there any other entrance into the property?
There is over here, but that's I don't know what the distance is between these buildings either. So, and that's all existing. So it doesn't really matter, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. But moving forward, I feel like we should fall within the confines of the ordinance.
So our ordinance reads like this. These lanes shall be at least 26 feet wide when storage cubicles open onto one side of the lane only, and at least 30 feet wide when cubicles open onto both sides of the lane. So if you've got a lane going down through there, doors on one side, doors on the other, then it's 30. But if there's only one set of doors or no set of doors, then it's 26. So
But they open straight up.
that's correct.
Yeah, but I think what the allowance is in the ordinance is if somebody is theoretically parked there, a medical emergency, a fire, and then the car is left I think it's just to kind of cover everybody's tail in case, a civilian had a vehicle parked there.
Well, can you scroll down one, Courtney? Yeah, so there's the other entrance right there.
And again, I don't know how wide these lanes are. And this is a hill back here as well, so you'd be pulling, like I said, 70, 80,000 pound tanker through there.
Yeah, I will say that the grade, show the hill line right there.
The hill line is about right up in here,
I
yeah.
feel like a fire truck could probably get down that hill.
I think you could get down it, getting back up would be the,
yeah, you could get down it, but that's what I'm saying. So there is another. Jason, are you going to leave that at the same? Are you going to build that up, or are you going to leave it like it is?
I'm gonna leave it like it is. They won't be able to access it from the top part to the bottom part.
Okay.
Just
So
that
it would only be from that bottom part.
And that 10 feet, that's a chain link fence out there. It's not a way to get around that building. It's gonna be the storage units accessing that side. And you won't be able to go around that end of that 40 by 90 building, so.
yeah, and I think that I don't think we should put fire in a position like that with only one means of egress when we clearly have the ability to allot for two by cutting 10 foot off the one building or whatever it is to make that 30 foot. I mean, the first duties of our fire service is life and property preservation. So to give our guys a short end of the stick right out the gate would be not the wisest move, I think.
That's certainly an option. Yeah. Well, you have to have.
Okay, as far as that, can you go back to that other screen? Yeah, as far as that 10 feet he's talking about, that's not made to access that. Down below that building, which I don't have my plans yet because I've been waiting 3 months on my engineer to drop 2 small buildings in the plans for me. But anyway, that's why I don't have any plans yet. As far as this is as detailed as I have right now because that's what Vic did for me, Vic surveying. But now, so as far as, in my opinion, as far as getting through there, I mean, I would think 20 feet would be enough to pull a fire truck through there. And surely their equipment is long enough to reach 90 feet if they've got to, or 100 feet. I would think the hose would reach that far if they've got to reach down there and get it. I mean, they're not going to be able to get back in there and back around anyway. So if there was a fire on that side of the building, why couldn't they pull straight in, fight the fire, back it back out? Would that not make sense? But, I mean, I'll do whatever I have to do, but I could not put units on that end of the building, the 40 by 90 building, and that would solve everything, would it not?
Right. I mean, if you knock one of them. Well, let me ask you this, Jason. So, if we're looking at this right here, are there going to be units right here?
I had planned on putting 10 by 10 units there,
So
but
if
again,
there's
though,
units there, that is going to be 30.
right, that's what I'm saying. So If I do away with those 10 by 10s on that end, I mean,
Right here?
that's right. Mm-hmm.
How much will it, so it'll knock 10 feet off right here?
No, I could still keep the building the same, and then just
So
have
all you do then is reduce your requirement from 30 to 26.
right.
Yeah, but that's not the codes enforcer's concern, it's on the back.
Yeah, so if you knocked off, what are these, 10 by 10?
Yeah, they're 5 by 10 units. Yeah.
So if you knocked off one of these, it would be 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So that would get you to 25. If you knocked off one, that's still not going to get you into compliance.
I can knock off 2 of them.
If you knocked off 2 of them, that would get you into compliance.
I'm fine with that.
And that would alleviate. Would you have any concerns on that if they knocked off 2, John?
That would give us our 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm easy to get along with.
So if you reduced, so instead of a 10 by 100 building, it would be a 10 by 90 building, correct?
Yep.
You would get more. I would think.
Just have to have it drawn.
Well, yeah, we would need to get more, we need to get another measure, but because Daniel's right, at a diagonal, it might it might measure a little differently than just the straight
Yeah.
footages.
Regardless, I'll make sure there's at least 30 feet in between those buildings.
Yeah.
Because even once we get going, I mean, it might lay out just a little bit different. Something looks different. It could lay out a little bit different on paper than it does when you actually get to doing it.
Well, and you know that you will have to still submit a site plan to the planning commission.
Yep.
So however that reads is what it'll have to be.
I understand.
Yeah. But I think just for the purposes of the Board of Zoning Appeals is that you're willing to withdraw your variance request and get your 30 feet there.
I'll do that.
Okay, so we don't,
Okay.
hey, if you want to talk, I think he's going to withdraw his request.
Okay. That works.
So we'll just get that on the record, Jason, going to withdraw your variance request.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We withdraw.
All right, since the request has been withdrawn, we'll go ahead and do the election of officers.
All right, Mr. Chairman, so we have, the current slate of officers is Daniel Elder, Chairman, Tommy Rooker, Vice Chairman, and Shirley Myers is the Secretary. Mr. Chairman, if you would, open up the floor for nominations.
This time, I open the floor for nominations. Do I have any nominations?
Make a motion that we keep all 3 officers the same.
Motion has been had. 3 officers. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All right. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. All officers stay the same. Do we have any other business here today?
None for me, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Motion to adjourn. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it. All in favor? All right. We adjourn.